Derek Carr is dealing with a shoulder injury. More injury updates from Adam. What more can you tell us about Carr's injury and what it means for the Saints QB room, Adam?
Well, this is something that the Saints have known about for a while, and it's something that bothered him last season, but now it's come out that maybe he is facing the prospect of having surgery that could derail a major, if not all, of his 2025 season. It's a peculiar situation. It seems like there's a lot going on here. There's more than we've heard so far, and we're waiting more details to come in about this particular situation. But if we go back and look, it seemed like there was some issues between the Saints and Derek Carr in trying to get a new contract done. Then they get the new contract done. Now there's conversation, speculation about whether the Saints would be drafting a quarterback. Carr is going to the last year of his deal. It just seems like there's a lot of things going on here right now, more unknowns than known. What's known right now is Derek Carr has a shoulder injury that he's had. He could miss time. And now we wait to see what's causing that, where it goes, what happens. A lot to still be determined in this particular situation.
When Adam frames something that way, it means, okay, pay attention to this. Watch this. Something's happening there. I mean, with what we know right now, should the uncertainty around Carr's health impact what the Saints do early in the draft?
No, absolutely not. If they loved one of the quarterbacks enough to draft him with Derek Carr, go ahead and take him. But Derek Carr's injury shouldn't make them reach for a quarterback or change their mind. It really comes down to how they evaluate those two players, Shedeur Sanders and Jackson Dart, after Cam Ward, who's going to be gone by then. And I'll add this, Stan, a concern of mine with the Saints taking a quarterback is this team is very far from being a quarterback away, and I would worry a little bit about a young quarterback being thrust into action. To my eye, they need offensive tackle, wide receiver. You know, Chris Olave's got his injury history on that side of the ball. You could add running back as well behind Kamara. And then on the other side, all three levels, they got to get younger and faster. So, look, if they really love one of the quarterbacks, you take the quarterback because who knows when you're going to get another chance. But I'm just saying I would be a little bit wary given the state of this roster.
So my initial point was going to be, does Kellen Moore want a running quarterback? But I do think it's worth having a conversation around the talking point of you only draft him if you love him. What happens if you really like him? You know, there are quarterbacks that are just good players. And if teams are going to get stuck into this mindset of we are only going to draft that position if we love them, how many guys in the NFL are worthy of being falling in love with that position?
They do have 9 picks in this draft. You wonder, like, do they think they could get somebody later that they
I go back to last year and I go, and Schefter could probably talk to this a little bit, but did Denver absolutely love Bo Nix, or did they really like him? Did Minnesota, no questions asked, love J.J. McCarthy, or did they really like him? And so the love versus like thing I just find is interesting because at some point you need a good player. You need a good player to at least have a chance.
Well, Dan, let me say this. When you are drafting a quarterback, you are marrying him. And you don't marry a partner that you like. You marry a partner that you love. And the Denver Broncos didn't like Bo Nix. They loved Bo Nix, okay? The Minnesota Vikings really liked J.J. McCarthy. I think they would have liked to have had Drake May, but they couldn't marry the woman that they really loved, so they settled for the next best thing. And in this particular case, I think the draft is all about where you attach the value. Now, I don't know where the Saints have grades on Jackson Dart and Tyler Shuck, but if they feel like they can get one of them in the back end of the first round, in the second round, maybe they feel like the best thing to do is wait. I even had one football executive say that the best thing the Saints can do right now, and they would disagree with this in New Orleans, it was just a suggestion for another team, the best thing they could do is tank this year and then try to see if they can entice Arch Manning to come out after next year to come back in to play quarterback in New Orleans. Now, we're getting way ahead of ourselves, but it's fun to speculate at this time of the year when we're going over scenarios like that. But, Dan, let me just leave you with this. Would you have married your wife if you didn't love her? No, you would not have.
No, of course not. Absolutely not. I was lucky that she loved me more than I loved her.
Oh, go Mina.
Okay.
There you go, Dan.
Well, I really like the question that you posed, Dan, because I actually think context matters in this, similar to relationships. Frankly, people are more likely to settle a little bit, maybe when they're further along in life, they want to have kids. And it's kind of the same with an NFL franchise. Like, if you're a team that truly is either a quarterback away or you're really stable and you got a good roster, I actually think there should be greater willingness. Hey, let's just get a guy we really like versus a team like the Saints that really has so much, I feel like, rebuilding to do. Weirdly enough, their standard for a quarterback, I feel, has to be higher because they have other things to do on their roster.
While we were having this conversation, I sent in a pitch to our bosses to change the name of our show to NFL Live and Love, because we have now figured out how to give relationship advice
I'm not giving
via
any of
quarterbacks.
that.
I wasn't
just
talking
want to
about
talk
you,
coverage.
Dan.
I just want to talk coverage.
I was talking about Mina's advice and Adam's.